this is Dorothy Smith. I am doing project 3 of Celebrate Today. And for one thing, I absolutely adore this background paper. I think it's gorgeous. It's just whitewashy and watercolory and all that stuff. And there's all sorts of fun die cuts with this, lots of clouds. So we had stars that were extra. Now we're going to have clouds that are extra. So I would say get a little container and put all your extra pieces in there. So when you need them, you can find them. I have Cricut pieces that if I've gone crazy with cutting Cricut, I'll put a whole bunch of them there, and then when I'm making a card or something, I'll go there and try to find, a particular shape that I'm looking for. So I would suggest you hold on to your pieces and put them in a nice little container. So I'm getting all these fun balloons out of the die cut, and I'm putting my clouds overhead where clouds belong, and sorting my background pieces for the mats for the photos. Here's some more balloons. Now these balloons, you see there's fringe on some of these balloons. So a few of the balloons are going to be 4 layers. It's going to be a background and then 3 fringe layers. So how cute is that? Anyway, I'm looking forward to making those. This is so bright and colorful. It really is very cheery looking. So I'm just going to sort and put my photo holder on my background. That one was cut the wrong size. Sometimes your brain just does a little flip and you think you're cutting it right and you're not. Oh well, I'll cut another one later on, no problem. So I'm sorting through my balloons here, and because I kind of haven't figured out what goes where yet. But I am going to start layering balloons. So this is the first one. So you see there's a full size that goes on the balloon, and then kind of a middle size, and to kind of zoom in so you can see better. And then a short one that goes, look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. So you want to, lift the fringe a little bit and just kind of make it fringy, and then just start layering. I mean, it's just too cute for words. Where did they get that idea from? Anyway, I really like that. And some of them are just flat, but I'm going to add some pop-ups behind the balloons. And then there's a big cloud that's going to be the journaling. And so I'm going to have to add lines to it. You need your journaling pen for this. And I'm kind of figuring out just where everything's going to go. I will tell you that I found a bag of clear acrylic shapes, and I had no idea where those things came from. Well, guess what? They came from this kit. So I don't figure that out until much later. But in the meantime, just know that those clear stars and little tabs and stuff that you get in that little bag of goodies from the kit, you can color those with your markers. You can make them all different colors. Oh my goodness. And it stays clear. So you just have the acrylic shape, the clear acrylic shape with a tint on it. I mean, that's so cool, right? So these little gray, light gray strips go on the top, and they get stacked with 2, a longer one and a shorter one. And then the little outline of the cloud is going to get tucked behind the picture and the strip. There we go. So it just kind of peeks out from behind the picture. And then here's another one of the shorter strips that's just going to go on top there. Very easy. This layout is just so so simple compared to the first two single page layouts. So that took a lot of thought power for me. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When you're learning to do something new, it does take more thought. So that's a good thing to learn. You can take that, now that I look at the outline of the cloud, I'm thinking, ooh, you could make a shaker out of the cloud, but I didn't do that. So this is going to be, it's your day, so chances are it's a birthday with all the balloons. So I'm going to put my journaling cloud down there. When I have to tell you, when I look in my iPad while I'm filming this, I can see the whole page. So I don't understand why it doesn't show up on when I'm actually showing the video. So, because I try to make sure that I'm showing everything. So, pardon me. Now I have to kind of figure out how much does it cut off that I think I'm actually filming. So, anyway, I'm finding the little stars, and I was wondering why I couldn't find some of the stars. Well, it's the acrylic stars. Some of the acrylic stars go on here. And the other thing you need to do is use your journaling pen to make your balloon ties. So that's kind of fun. I thought, I don't think I can do a good job of that. But you know what? Not bad. Anyway, now I'm going to make my little lines for the journaling, but I should have put the ruler upside down so I could go down from there. Went a little too far. So I would say to put about 1/4 of an inch between each of your lines. That'll give you enough lines, and you just can write smaller. Yeah, 1/4 of an inch is fine. More than that and it's too much, and less than that and you're crammed in there. So 1/4 of an inch works good, I think. Okay, so on the other side, so that pretty much took care of the left side of the page. Now the right side of the page has a lot of pieces on it. So we're just going to sort through and see what goes where. So here's a cute little red balloon. And that's kind of a smoothie color to me. Kind of like sherbet. And are they just like the cutest thing ever? And then some sherbet goes on top with whipped cream and a cherry. It's so cute. So it adds dimensionality to the balloons that would otherwise be flat. I remember now I didn't cut off the top of that balloon to make it kind of look like it's floating out of the picture. I'll have to go back and do that. So here's a little pink balloon with little polka dots. Too cute. I didn't make my fringe stick out too much, but it could pop out a little bit more. So the banner, wow, that's a bright blue, is going to be behind the 4x4 and the 3x4, which I put on wrong because I'm used to them going vertical, but this one is actually for horizontal. Get me another 3x4. I'm sure they'll be using a vertical 3x4 in the next project 4 layout. So this one is where I need to cut another 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of black, because I don't have one that right size. But I'm just fussing with how to do the layout here and which to kind of put where. So I'm searching for my 4x6, but it's not there. So I have to cut it, and then I'll come back there. Came back. There's my 4x6. Well, it's actually 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And that's going to go, and then underneath it is going to go a piece of vellum that is cut like 7 something by oh, I don't know, 4 inches maybe by 7, or no, probably 3 3/4 by 7 and 7.5 or so. So that's just for a little added texture. I don't know, softening of the picture. And so I'm adding some pop-up foam to my balloons. You know, because you want to have them, the fringe ones have dimension, but this one is going to go underneath a picture, so I'm just making it flat so it doesn't become, get in the way. So I have another cloud lining, and it's going to go down there. You know, I'm not usually fond of super bright blue, but boy, is that pretty. And that bright balloon, the pink balloon, needs to be flat also, so that's not going to get pop-ups. Could have put some on the cloud, except that there's going to be a couple of layers that go on top of it, so that really wouldn't work. So sometimes you just really need to go flat, and sometimes it's okay to pop things up. Isn't that a cute balloon? And we've got some little splatters, some little ink splatters that came printed on the paper, which I adore. I love those paint splatters or ink splatters. So there we go. All of a sudden it went from having lots and lots of pieces and not knowing where the pieces go to, we got it together here. What a nice layout. That black, it just accentuates. I hit something, I'm sorry. The black just really looks good with all of the bright colors. It just seems to make them stand out even more. And those were little die-cut hearts. And I am going to make my little balloon strings, which I was kind of worried about those. But I really like them now. It's fun to do those. So, I'm looking if there's any more stickers. Let's Party goes up there, but I really don't like to put things on top of pictures. So I usually raise them up. And since I don't have the pictures there, especially yet, I haven't picked out the pictures to go here, then I'm just going to put it above, and that's okay. You can put them on top of your pictures if you want to. That's totally fine. So this is the other thing that I haven't quite figured out, that there are acrylic pieces. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're looking at the sequins, and maybe it's the sequins that go on there. But it's like, there they are. So I pull those out. And the thing that's really cool is liquid glass is perfect, because the liquid glass is so clear. Look, it just disappears. You put a little blob, give it a little squish, and you can't even tell that the liquid glass is there. And then I will go back and color these with the blue turquoise and the bright pink tri-marker. Anyway, I just think this layout is so pretty. I really love it. And I just absolutely adore those bright colors. It's going to make all of the pictures that you have for birthday parties look so cheery and so fun. Now that I found these stars, I want to put them all over the place. I don't know that we've had clear acrylic shapes like this before, but I think I'm in love. So anyway, so this is project 3 of Celebrate Today. I've got one more 2-page project that I'll work on tomorrow and put it out. And this is just to give you an idea of how these layouts look. You can always change yours up. I just sometimes I change them up, and sometimes I just go for what they suggest so that you can see what they had in mind. But you can totally change them up. It's all up to you. And it'll be very easy to do. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.